to get good shot opportunities.
This is an Adrian goal team that has scored 135 goals this season and has only allowed 68. I mean, those are impressive numbers, and they speak for themselves as we are now underway, puck drop, and we are ready for the quarterfinals here in the MCHC East at Crystal Fieldhouse. Tyler Carr plays with the puck, tries to push it forward inside of the neutral zone, not able to do so. Cody Ferris gets it back inside of the Chippewas defensive zone. Turnover early, right in front of the net, having it and getting whiplashed down to the ice by Justice Bigelow was Miles Maltz, the ACHA, or rather the MCHC team member, now pushing this one inside of the slot, but deflected away by Chippewa. Cody Ferris is coming the other way with it now and just pushes this one forward. Quick line change and getting the more physical feet out there, and rather the speedier feet for the Chippewas now.
Yeah, back to the regular offensive lines, getting that goal line out with Gator, Dalton, and Nolan. That's the line you got to get going. That's your premier goal scoring line. You know, we talked to James today. We said, hey, what's the key? And he said, got to get those premier goal scorers started. You know, if you get those guys who can put the puck in the net better than anyone else, we're going to be fine today. We can beat anyone. So you got to get this line started. This line is essential to the offensive success for the Chippewas.
Stoppage in play had been a result of the net coming off of its bearings, so the faceoff will be just outside of the offensive zone for the Chippewas. Faceoff won back by LeClaire. Ferris pushes this one in, did not go off for the line change. Dalton Sutherland chasing after it now. Played forward by Schaefer and pushed over for the Chippewas to try and work with. Justice Bigelow comes up with this one, tries to feed in front to Nate Allgaier, not able to do so, and now having it on his stick, it's Edward Schaefer. Push forward onto the stick of Daniel Hudson. Hudson just dumps it into the corner, and going after it is Alexander Egan. Now they're just kind of trying to fight against the corner to try and get on top of this puck. It's pushed back out to the blue line onto the stick of Colin Gillied, and it's pushed way wide of the net. Betts is going after it, not able to do anything with that one. Nolan LeClaire chasing after it alongside the shallow side boards. Played forward now by Dalton Sutherland, trying to fight off Betts.
These are very physical teams. Got to make sure that you keep it clean. Coach Tyler said the key is stay out of the penalty box. Didn't do such a great job yesterday, but against this team, Adrian Gold is going to kill you if you go down short-handed for 8, 9, 10 minutes. Yeah,
this is an Adrian Gold power play that's at 25.9%, 66 in the entire country. You don't want to give him any kind of opportunity as Cal Jesko intercepts this one, tries to push this one front, centering pass. That one just went to the right side of the net off of the body of Richard Cortopassi, and now the Chippewas will have this one blown dead as that one went up and out of play.
Well, Cordo does such a great job. He attacks the front of the net. That's where all the rebounds are going to come. Adrian Gold does a great job of taking care of that high slot. Definitely need to look for the Chippewas to exploit that area.
Now the face-off is just to the left side of goaltender Justin Lindgren. Played forward now by the Bulldogs as Cal Jesko just kind of whiffs this one in. Kind of works out his tires going after to chase after just inside of the blue line. Now being pressured by Griselle and going after his tire, going up against Jordan Ruley. Ruley has it once again inside of a dangerous area as Ryan Tyre's trying to intercept this one. Nate Griselle wanting to get on top of the puck, not able to do anything with that one. His tire just plays it off of the wide boards, and a couple Chippewas go off for a fresh pair of legs. Nate Griselle pressuring as the Bulldogs not able to get on top of it. Nate Griselle has it now inside of the slot, pushes it over to Chotsko. Chotsko takes a shot, bounces up and away from the netting, and going after it is Nate Griselle on the blue line. This one hops up, and having it is Tyre. Tyre gets it over to Griselle. Griselle has it, whiffs it, keeps it on his stick, getting inside of the slot, trying the backhander, takes the shot, held, going around again, finding its way to the front of the net, but not being able to be put in the back of the netting.
Terrific shift by Griselle, finding his line mates, gets a pass over to Chotsko, then misses a scoring opportunity. Got to keep that line healthy.
Hit thrown right there from James Gleason, loses a glove and
Yard
a
sale.
stick. Yeah, exactly. Not a very common one, but works out as now the Chippewas have it inside of the neutral zone and just dump this one all the way down for an icing.
Another thing we noticed yesterday from the Chippewas, their passing was atrocious. You have to capitalize on those stretch passes, especially if you're going to use that stretch pass. Chippewas love to bring that guy along the center ice line, stretch it with the defenseman. If you're going to try those long passes, you have to connect, because if you can't, those are going to be a ton of icing and a lot of missed opportunities and turnovers in the neutral zone.
So now face-off will be to the left side of Tyler Everett. One back by the Bulldogs. Having it on the line was Nick Hocker. Fighting forward are the Chippewas alongside the wide side boards, and getting on top of it is the speedy Nick Wink. Wink just pushes it outside of the defensive zone. It's brought back in offsides. Last time that these two teams met was at Arrington Ice Arena. That was all the way back in October.
Yeah.
That was a 4-4 tie. The Chippewas had to fight back to get 2 goals late in that third period. Went to overtime, ended up in that tie. Eric Willits actually had that game-tying goal. Went in off of his.
That's big.
That is huge. Going after now is Aaron Grady trying to dig it out of the corner. Throws a little bit of a high cross check there. Nothing to it. Jason Pischke trying to dig it out of the corner now. You got to wonder if Uncle Bill's in attendance. and this one sent way up high and just flutters all the way down the ice for James Gleason to have to go after. Not going to be an icing. Gleason gets a stretch pass out, tried to get down to Zach Carr, not able to do it cleanly. Now push forward once again, the Bulldogs have it. Tyler Carr keeps out of the zone. Zach Carr gets it back down to Jason Pischke. Pischke's trying to come into the offensive zone, has it bodied off of his stick. Aaron Grady keeps it inside of the zone and it's pushed back behind the net of Lindgren. Now pushed back behind the net of Lindgren once again. A whiff of a pass right there, and Pischke's all over this puck once again, but then he's got two Bulldogs all over him. Zach Carr finally comes in to retaliate.
So far, the forecheck for the Chippewas has done really well in this first period. They're pressuring the defensemen for the goal. They're forcing them to make a lot of bad passes that they really don't want to make, like they just made one right there.
Cody Ferris comes up with it, though. Nolan LeClaire pushes it over to Nate Allgaier. Allgaier just pushes it forward, but it's recollected by Max Orr. Now Adrian College tries to push it up to their man, Maltz, not able to do so. Clary goes back to get it, and now Maltz has it. He's being pressured by the Chippewas, and that's going to be an offsides.
That's a good play there by Justice Bigelow. You got to pinch at that blue line. He's a fast player with some beautiful hands. You got to pressure him the second he gets that puck. It's hard to say that you can't focus on one player, but he's so important, so dangerous that you have to game plan around Miles Maltz.
Nolan LeClaire loses that face-off. Chippewas regain it, though, and Justice Bigelow has it on his stick. Gets it down to his line mate, Cody Ferris. The Ferris and Bigelow line, all I can say is they have been impressive this semester.
Oh, absolutely. Cody Ferris has been one of the premier role players for the team. He's not always getting on the score sheet. He's only got 2 goals on the season, but he is so good defensively.
Both those goals have came here in this second semester as well. Now being pushed forward onto the stick of Edward Clary, pushing it over for a quick shot to be taken, goes to the left side, and the ref while trying to get that puck was Ryan Betts. That's not a great way to make friends.
No, certainly not.
Pushed behind the net, pushed forward for a stretch pass. Coming the other way with it now, Nick Bordeaux. Bordeaux comes in, trying to get it past, but Cody Ferris lays down the body. Bordeaux and Ferris meet right behind the netting. Going after it now is LeClaire. LeClaire pushes it forward to Allgaier. Allgaier backhands this one around. Dalton Sutherland chases after it and just pushes outside of the defensive zone. Line change, bad one for the Chippewas. This is opportunistic for Adrian Gold, trying to push it forward, but getting in the way was that of the Chippewas.
That's a bad line change. You got to make sure you have control of the puck before you go off. Could have been a great opportunity. That was the puck was on the stick of Miles Maltz. That's a dangerous guy.
Absolutely. I mean, MCHC Dream Team, that's one guy you don't want to give an opportunity to, especially that well. Richard Cortopassi trying to dig it out. He now escapes back to the blue line. Chatsko's got on his stick. This one just kind of sputters towards the front of the net. Nate Griselle trying to put it in, runs into the goaltender. Whistle is blown as that one kind of pushed the net off of its bearings.
Yeah, that's a good play. Michael Chatsko just throws the puck on net, kind of trickled on net, but the Chippewas collapsed on the puck right in front of the net. Had a good opportunity where that puck was kicked aside by the goaltender Justin Lindgren. He played really well yesterday against Northwood. Had a couple goals sneak by him, but still it made a lot of terrific saves. Very solid goaltender.
Now Tyre has the puck, one back on the faceoff. Griselle comes on top of it. Griselle holding it still right in front of the net to Cordo, and he scores! First goal of the game goes to the Chippewas. They strike first blood, and they have a 1-0 lead with 14:04 remaining in the first period.
Terrific pass by Griselle. Cordo went right to the front of the net. Griselle threads the needle, and Cordo bangs it in. Going to that high slot, going to the net, attacking the net, and the Chippewas have their first lead of the game.
God, I love Nathan Griselle. He has been such a phenomenal player ever since he figured out his role with this team, his second game in as a part of the Chippewa team. He has been nothing but a playmaker. He has been a goal scorer, and he just set up a beautiful goal there for Richard Cortopassi. Cordo gets this one forward to Tyre. Tyre loses it off of his stick, and now getting it back is Michael Chatsko. That is a humongous goal for the Chippewa team.
Oh, absolutely. Got to get that first. That first goal is so crucial. Chippewas have a hard time getting that first goal. Now that they've broken through, it's time for the floodgates.
Cal Jesko throws a body hard against Daniel Hudson. You felt that one all the way around the arena. Now Austin Cole behind the net trying to dig this one out as they're all over Nate Griselle. Chatsko takes the shot. This one bounces all the way over the protective netting and out of here. That one actually ended up out of Burton into Flint.
Cal Jesko, not normally known for being somebody who's overly physical, but lays down the boom right down in front of us. That's a huge hit for Cal Jesko.
Yeah, he threw the body completely over there, and he ended up on his stomach after throwing that one. We tried to see a little bit of a recovery from Hudson, not able to do much at that one. Face off to the right side of Lindgren. This one thrown in front, recovered by the Bulldogs. And coming the other way with now on the stick of Tyler Grimshaw. Grimshaw throws this one into the corner, and Tyler Carr throws the body against him. James Gleason chasing after this one now. Gleason sends it forward to Austin Cole. Cole had the game of his life yesterday.
Oh, absolutely.
Now Nick Wink had this one just thrown outside of the zone. Kyle Hyde comes up with it, and going back all the way to get on top of it is Tyler Carr.
This Chippewa team is hitting everything in sight. They are going to be the more physical team today. That's for sure.
You know, they like to play that bully team. They like to play that team that's going to get you a little bit riled up, that's going to throw the body against you and make you want to respond. They have the size where they can make you do that. It didn't work out too well against Grand Valley back in December, but against these teams like Adrian College Gold and against Lawrence Tech, it's going to work out. Now playing the neutral zone on the stick of Jaron Hull. Push back. Gleason's got it on his stick and pushes it forward to Jason Pischke. Pischke wanted to get a little bit of a pass up there to Aaron Grady, not able to do anything. Grady pushes it back, and it's recovered by the Bulldogs in the neutral zone. Push off the skate of Tyler Carr. Now it's just juggling all around. Bulldogs coming in on a 2-on-2, firing a shot. That one was low and easily recovered by Tyler Everlove.
Keep those up. If you can keep getting those easy shots, good saves for Tyler Everlove, this should be a good game for the Chippewas.
A little bit of a tricky shot right there. Everlove was able to get the pad down quickly and stop anything further from that one. Bad turnover there by Zach Carr, recovered by Cody Ferris, and now it's a 2-on-2 the other way on the stick of Cody Ferris. Ferris just kind of sends this one in. Ow, that's a stinger. Ferris keeps it on his stick, passes it over to Jason Pischke. Bulldogs come the other way on a cavalry. Betts has it on his stick. He's coming through now, pushes this one forward, but it's recovered by Zach Carr. Now working with it is Cody Ferris in the corner behind the net. Having a bad turnover right there was Ferris, but recovered by the Chippewas. Back into the corner it goes. Justice Bigelow plays it forward and trying to get it past Ruel. Now outlet pass to Dalton Sutherland. Had a one-on-one and just dumped this one in. Smart play.
Sloppy play in the Chippewa zone. You got to protect that puck. Two bad turnovers almost resulted in good scoring opportunities for Adrian Gold.
This one's pushed off the wide side boards and just sent in and out of play as Justice Bigelow throws what could have been a late hit. It's one of those bang-bang plays.
That's a big boy. You know, he's certainly not afraid to lay down the boom. And
no.
That's still a scary play when you send someone into the bench like that, kind of by that protective padding where the glass will start. It doesn't feel good. Trust me. It hurts a lot.
Talking to a former hockey player here. He's gotten all the bumps and bruises through his life. Now sending this one forward. Nate Algeyer has this one intercepted before he can get it. Maltz has it on his stick. Makes a great move. Out of position now. And he has to jump over a diving Chippewa. Whistle is immediately blown. Another glove on the ice.
Yeah, not really sure. It seems like that's the third time today. Net goes off. Good defense. Another thing that we should mention about Miles Maltz, as good as he is a goal scorer, he's an even better distributor.
Yes.
Those beautiful hands result in some great passing skills. He can find anybody on the ice, so he's as dangerous with the puck as he is without it.
He's got 14 goals, 34 assists. So you're right about that one, partner. This one sent all the way down. Not going to be an icing call. Nolan LeClaire chasing after. Dalton Sutherland trying to get this one inside of the zone still. Pushed out of the zone by the Bulldogs. Now come the other way on a one-on-one on the stick of Nick Bordeaux. Bordeaux leaves it back, taking the shot. Everlove absorbs that one. Nice save right there.
Great passing from the Bulldogs. Good bounce passes, drop passes to move up into the zone. Get some sort of energy circulating. The Bulldogs are very aware of where their teammates are. They're great passing. They're good at knowing where your buddy is on the ice. Get him the puck and open up space. Got to be careful with those sneaky drop passes because Gold's been very good at that today.
Ryan Tyre won that faceoff back. Chatsko pushed it forward to the goal scorer, Richard Cortopassi. Gets it to his main assist man, Nick Gazelle. Gazelle pushes it back to Tyre. Tyre fires a shot. It gets lost in translation. Cal Jesko working with it now. Jesko pushes this one in front on net. Nate Gazelle has it to the side of the net. Now it's being pushed forward. Jesko keeps it in. Sends his man down to the ice. He's pushed into a bad area. Bulldogs come the other way with it now. Schaefer had on his stick. Jesko and Hudson got kind of torn up into each other. And then Cordo just pushes this one forward to Gazelle. Griselle has a couple of sandwiches thrown between them, but he's got Ryan Tyre to his right side, pushes this one forward into a dump into the corner. Tyre tries to push this one forward into the Nate Griselle right in front of the net. Ryan Tyre sends it forward, but it's pushed away by Lindgren easily.
Good shift there from Griselle and Tyre. A lot of good puck movement, trying to get the puck in deep, but you got to make sure you move the puck. Get your man open, get something started. You got to get that offense generated.
Schaefer had that one thrown on net. Tyler Everlove saved that one with the right side pad. Griselle keeps that one as a hit was thrown against him. He's not even fazed by it. Now Austin Cole's come the other way on a one-on-two. Cole takes his shot. That one was to the right side and behind the net. Cole trying to lay down the body and get back on top of the puck. Dumps it back into the corner, and Kyle Hyde goes after it.
That's a good screenshot between the legs of the defenseman from Austin Cole. Didn't even look like Lindgren saw it until the very last second. Next time you got to put that on net. That's a great shooting, great scoring opportunity.
James Gleason pushes it forward to Hyde. Hyde has this one bounce off of his stick awkwardly, and now trying to come forward with it on the stick of Paul Gorski. Gorski pushes it around, and it's recovered by Matt Floats. Check that, Matt Floats. He probably does float, though, as this one is sent to center ice.
I think most humans do.
Well, let's see what he can do now as he got a puck on his stick, fires a shot. It goes around behind the net. Gleason tried to come up on top of that one, not able to do anything. And Cole is chasing after now with a little bit of aggression. Gleason pushes it forward to Nick Wink. Wink's got a little bit of a one-on-one, turns into a one-on-two, and just dumps it into the corner. Now pushing this one forward to Froats. Froats keeps it. Coming through the center ice area with it, just dumps this one in. Wanted to go off for a line change, didn't get that one deep enough, so Betts will take his, and that one's just saved by the glove of Everlove. He lays it down onto the ice.
Ryan Betts is a tremendous offensive defenseman. He's no stranger to the scoring sheet.
Oh.
He's extremely good. He's got 8 points on the season in just 8 games. Tremendous goal scorer.
Bad turnover right there by the Chippewas. Nothing too harmful had been done, and Everlove just covered that one up to get his boys back, taking their breath. 8:31 remaining here in period number 1. Face-off will be to the right side of Tyler Everlove. Dalton Sutherland comes off for Zach Carr, and Carr breaks his stick against the boards. Frustrated. Face-off one back by the Chippewas. Bigelow works with it behind the net. Pischke not able to get that one off from the Bigelow pass, and it's a turnover, and it's recovered by the Bulldogs. Turnover there by Hawker. Pushed forward from Ferris. Aaron Grady. Pischke pushes it forward, and now Grady and Dalton Sutherland are coming the other way. Aaron Grady makes a great move right there and then just dives right into the tummy of Justin Lindgren. That's going to be a penalty against the Chips.
That's a bad penalty. I don't know if there's anything Grady could have done to get out of the way. Honestly, it seemed like he was being pressured from behind. It looks like, not sure. I think actually Gold's going to get a penalty. Yeah, Hawker's going to go to the box. Number 20 for Gold's going to get a penalty for hooking. It didn't seem like they would call that on Aaron Grady. He had a whole full head of steam going into Lindgren right there. I don't think there was anything he could have done to get out of the way. So Adrian Gold, and Grady just went straight down the ice. It's a good call by the officials.
Now it's a power play for the Chippewas. They did very well as this one's pushed forward to Tyler Carr. Very well yesterday against the team that they played in U of M Flint. Had a great power play goal from Nathan Allgaier to start things off. Now they got to get things going again. Nolan LeClaire having it inside of the slot. Makes a great move. Tries to put something on net. Deflected away by the Bulldogs. LeClaire still working with it. This one sent all the way down the ice. Good effort right there from Bordeaux.
Not good stick handling there from LeClaire. If you're on a power play, you got that man advantage. You can't be trying out these fancy stick works. You got to get an open opportunity. You got an extra skate out there. Utilize him. Get your skaters open.
James Gleason coming into the zone with it now. Avoids a hit. Putting himself in a good position. Takes a shot deflected by the elbow of Lindgren. Gleason pushes it forward for LeClaire. LeClaire working inside of the slot. Gets it back down to Nate Allgaier. Allgaier fires a shot. Deflected to the right side of the net. Dalton Sutherland working with it now behind the net. Pushes it back out to Nate Allgaier. Allgaier working with it. Tries to get himself in front of the net. Takes a shot. Deflected away by Lindgren. Very low. Now Nate Allgaier sets it back up to LeClaire. LeClaire takes a shot and he scores! That one sneaks into the back of the net, and the Chippewas have 2 goals on the board. A power play goal from LeClaire.
Great puck movement. LeClaire, Gator, and Dalton just cycling along below the goal line. They're moving it up. They're doing exactly what Adrian Gold does. Taking the puck up, cycling below the goal line, getting someone open, then moving it in front. Nolan LeClaire, again, that's the same spot where Cordo scored his goal. You got to keep pressuring that front of the net, get pucks in the net, cycle the puck, beat goal at their own game right now. CMU's got a big 2-0 lead.
That is a huge goal. Power play goal for the Chippewas. They have been sharp this whole tournament on the power play. That one is about as lucky of a goal as you can score as that one just sneaks through the pads of a very good Lindgren. And now the Bulldogs are angry. But coming the other way on a one-on-one is Richard Cortopassi. Makes a great work with the skate. Loses that one and keeps on top of it inside of the corner. Cordo passes it back around for Grisel to chase after, but also chasing after it is Max Orr. Grisel trying to dig it out. He's getting help from Ryan Tyre. Now we've got a couple of 11s inside of the mix. Grisel's still kicking it forward. They're playing kick to the biscuit before it is finally brought out for Justice Bigelow to throw towards the net. Not able to do anything there as Bigelow falls down to the ice by way of a hit. Tyre trying to get his body thrown around in there now. And getting it now was Cody Ferris pushing it forward to Justice Bigelow. Bigelow extends it forward. He's got Ryan Tyre to his left side. Takes the shot. That one went upstairs to the chin pad. And Lindgren decides to fall on top of this one. Or throws a little bit of a cross check to Grisel.
Yeah, good play by Grisel. Just playing to the end of the whistle. Good shot there. Justice Bigelow got knocked down by a small guy. And Adrian Gold, don't usually see that a lot, but he got right back up, took one down, had a great shot up high. That could have easily squeaked by. This is very impressive play we've seen from the Chippewas. I don't think Gold's had the puck in CMU's possession for the last 6 minutes.
This is so far the best first period we've seen from the Chippewas as this one sputters to the front of the net. Colsey puts one on net, kind of deflected away by Betts. Chatsko gets inside of the slot, takes the shot, and it's saved by Lindgren.
What a tremendous shot from the captain right up. Had so many floats laying down to block that shot. Barely gets it over stick, but it goes right in the chest pad of Lindgren, but that's still a tremendous one-time shot from the captain.
He's played very aggressive this tournament. It's working out very well for the Chips. Jesko has this one side of the slot, takes a shot, sputters in net. Nick Wink tried to put it home. This one bounces over the top of the net. Nick Wink getting it back now, trying to work with it on a backhander, tries to throw this one in front of the net. Adrian College gets it back, and they float this one out to the blue line. Chatsko pushes it back forward, but it's intercepted by the Bulldogs, and they're coming the other way with it now. Not able to get on top of this one, but Waldrop finally does find it on his stick, pushes it forward for Chatsko. 5:40 remaining here in period number one. Chippewas up big, and it feels huge, 2-0.
They're dominating puck possession, which is not something that you expect if you're Adrian Gold. This team is being aggressive, and they're containing the puck in the offensive zone. Not usually something we see from the Chippewas.
Now we've got a bad turnover here. Jordan Ruley's got it on front, and it's recovered on a little bit of a juggling move by Tyler Everlove.
And now Austin Cole's going to go to the box.
Austin Cole, he's played a great weekend, but this is a bad penalty to take in the first period.
Not sure what the call's going to be, but it was it was behind the play. Colsey's going to serve 2 minutes, and he's going to get a penalty for charging. That's not a good call. So 2 minutes. Adrian Gold's going to go on the power play.
Aggressive play has been kind of the theme of this game for the Chippewas. Got to check how aggressive you are going to be. You got to make sure that if you're going to be throwing a hit, it has to be fair and legal. So now it's a power play for a very good Adrian unit. They're working with it on the blue line. Maltz has throws this one in front of the net. Rebound in front. Tyler Carr comes up with it. Only pushed it as forward as the blue line. Having it once again now are the Bulldogs, working with it on the stick of John Ermetz. Working with it once again and slowing things up outside of the left side circle, now inside of the slot. Pushing it back down to the left side circle, inside of the slot, taking the shot. This one's deflected away and bounces up inside of the air. Coming up on top of it now. A couple players down on the ice trying to fight for it. Push back out to the blue line. Hudson's got it on his stick. Favorable area, makes it even better for himself. Pushes it over to the left side, holds on the shots, takes the shot, and it's deflected away, not in front of the net. Cordo doesn't have a stick. He puts his hands up like, what am I supposed to do? Kicks this one around, and now coming up with it is Tyler Carr throwing a body. Getting on top of it again is John Ermetz. Ermetz pushes it back out to Hudson. Hudson's moving forward with a great shot, and he scores! Hudson has a little bit of a trickle, and it's a power play goal for the Adrian Gold Bulldogs.
That's a great puck movement there. Hudson had the puck at the top of the circle. Fires a shot. Tyler Avalov was screened heavily by a couple of his own defensemen. That's super tough, and it just squeaks by Tyler Avalov, and now it's back in a one-goal game. A big power play goal for the Bulldogs to get them some momentum.
That's the 10th goal of the season for Danny Hudson. That one was about very Nolan LeClaire reminiscent of the one he scored for the second goal for the Chippewas today. Kind of just sputters through. It's going to work out for Adrian Gold. They're right back in this. That's exactly what they need. They had been a little deflated here after a very good first period from the Chippewas. That's going to hurt. Now it's pushed back around, and coming up on top of it is Scott Millen. Pushes it forward, and they're trying to get outside of their defensive zone now. Pushing it forward on the stick of Tyler Grimshaw. Push back to the neutral zone, all the way back into the Gold defensive zone. Pushes this one forward off of the wide side boards to Grimshaw. Intercepted by Cody Ferris. Sutherland just comes in on side. Ferris tries to push it over to Dalton Sutherland, not able to do anything there. And coming the other way with it now are the Bulldogs. Getting this one off the boards, and Nick Hawker's got it on his stick. Tries to make a move, and it's deflected away. Great defensive play by Justice Bigelow.
That's what you got to do. Pressure at the blue line. Make sure that this team can't get any momentum.
LeClaire takes a shot after Sutherland had fed him. That was a good opportunity off of a rebound. Tried to redirect that one up in front. Was Dalton Sutherland off of Cody Ferris' stick. Sutherland feeds the favor back over to Ferris. Ferris takes a shot deflected to the right side of the net. Going after it again is Dalton Sutherland. Justice Bigelow has this one pushed forward. He tries to interfere with a little bit. It's going to work out, and Justice Bigelow is just playing kick the biscuit quite literally over to Cody Ferris.
That's a great pass from Cody Ferris, trying to get over to Dalton Sutherland to no avail, but still the Chippewas gain a lot of pressure. Good forecheck.
Pushed forward by Jordan Ruley. Having on his stick is Bordeaux. Tried to get it up to Maltz. Not able to do anything there. Tyer going after it, but inside of the center ice area. Cal Jesko intercepts it. Gets it over to Cordo. Cordo pushes it forward to Grisel. Grisel coming forward. He's got an open slot in front of the net. He holds on the shot. He has great defensive stick work thrown against him.
Oh, just whiffs. Had the goalie wide open. Lindgren had nothing to see, and now the Chippewas going in the box now is going to be Cordo.
That is another bad penalty to take. Chippewas starting to fall apart here in these final 6 minutes of the first period. Another bad penalty.
Well, we said the key to the game for the Chippewas is stay out of the box, and you know, They've already had one penalty today, and Adrian Gold has capitalized with that power play goal. You can't get in the box. You can't start to make these dumb mistakes because right now Adrian Gold's going to kill you when you get that man advantage.
2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the first period. 2 leads still for the Chippewas, but they've got a 2-minute power play for Adrian College Gold. Face off to the right side of Tyler Everlove. Chatsko comes on top of it, working with it now and trying to push it forward and out, but Metz had that one kept in. Pushes it back down on the of Garen Hull. Hull's working with it still. Pushes this one for cross-ice pass, and it's recovered nicely by Tyler Everlove, absorbing that one.
Hudson's got a great wrist shot. Good quick release. Very low and accurate. Almost had a great opportunity, but smothered by Tyler Everlove. When you can see the shot, it's so much easier for a goaltender.
It's night and day, honestly. Now Kaljesko has it, working inside of the corner. He's trying to dig it out. He's got nothing but white players between them. And Gold still trying to dig it out. Kaljesko doing a very good job of just wasting time. Now down to $1.30 here. Dug out by Gold. Now they're trying to work around behind the net, get it back forward to John Ermetz. Ermetz gets it back, working with it, working from the right side circle. Gets it back down to Hudson. Hudson gets it down to the left side circle. Pushing this one to the left side of the net, right in front of the net, deflected away by the Chippewas. Risky move, but great defensive work from CMU.
Tremendous puck movement. They're moving this. They're cycling the puck along the blue line. Are the Bulldogs trying to find somebody to get in front? Egan's staying there right on the goal line, trying to send it in. Hall's getting in the high slot. Gold doing a very good job of passing in this power play.
Now working from it is Hudson from the right side of the blue line, absorbed by Tyler Everlove as that was going low in the high part of his stomach.
That's a great play there from Michael Chatsko. Clearing Egan out of the front high slot, making sure Tyler Everlove can easily see that shot coming off the stick of Hudson. He's playing on fire today. Hudson is for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Hudson, he's got the lone goal for Adrian College in this game. That was a power play goal. Almost had another one right there as he wanted to get in front of that net. 51 seconds remaining on the penalty against Richard Cortopassi. Now having it on his stick was Max Orr. Pushed around in front of the net. Great opportunity for Adrian College Gold, and it's sent all the way down the ice by great stick work from the Chippewas.
Lucky bounces there led to a great opportunity off the stick of Edward Clary right in front of the net, trying to pound it in off Tyler Everlove, but a strong left leg denied him.
Schaefer working with it now at the center ice area, trying to push it forward, able to do so to Clary. Bad bounce off of the leg of Tyler Carr. Having it once again now is Orr from the blue line. Clary gets it back on a stick, 17 seconds remaining on the power play. Having it on the right side, very unfavorable area. Push to the crease, but pushed away by Tyler Everlove.
Very close, just sneaked through the arm of Tyler Everlove. Could have easily trickled into the goal.
Left side, once again taking the shot, deflected away, rebound in front. 2 seconds remaining, Chippewas kill off this power play. A lot of opportunities right there for Adrian Gold, though.
That's the type of line you want for Adrian Gold, Clary, Egan, and Maltz. Those are your 3 leading scorers. You got to get them started, get them some offensive opportunities. You got to get more shots on net.
Nick Wing tries to come through the zone with it. Kyle Hyde's got a stick, tries to feed Colsey, not able to do so. Hyde goes into Lindgren. 30 seconds remaining here in the period.
Tremendous defense by Ryan Betts. Denied a good opportunity off the stick of Wing, trying to get it to Austin Cole.
Kyle Hyde being fed now, cross-ice pass. Bad play right there, horrible pass. Luckily, it did not result in a turnover for the Chippewas. Justice Bigelow has it now, 14 seconds remaining. Pushes this one all the way down the ice, and that will be an icing against the Chips.
Not a bad play, trying to get a little bit of miscommunication in your own zone. Justice Bigelow looks a little frustrated, trying to get the troops rallied. 9 seconds left here in the first period. But Adrian Gold's doing a much better job defensively. They're trying to cut off all the passing lanes. They're pressuring the Chips once they enter the zone. They're not letting them get any opportunities. Very reminiscent of what we saw against Lawrence Tech on 2 Fridays ago.
Face-off was one back. One last chance here in front for the Bulldogs, and that will be the end of an exciting first period of play. We are underway here in period number 2. 2-1 lead for the Chippewas heading into the second frame. Justice Bigelow tries to throw the body around, but coming the other way with it now are the Adrian College Gold Bulldogs, getting this one off of the wide side boards. Tyler Carr pushes it forward, and it's played forward by Maltz now. Maltz sends this one in front of the net, nearly put it into the back of the net unintentionally or intentionally. Luckily, nothing happening there for the Chippewas.
That was Cleary crashing that. Good pass from Maltz, almost squeaked by the left pad of Tyler Everlove.
Now having it once again is Clary. Clary trying to get himself inside of the slot. Fires a shot to the right side of the net. Zach Carr trying to throw his man against the boards, and this one goes just outside of the offensive zone, all the way down back to Lindgren.
That's good attacking the front of the net from Adrian Gold. They're trying to do the same thing Chippewas are doing, bringing the puck out wide and passing it back in towards the goal. Good centering passes. Chippewas have to pick up on those guys crashing the front of the net.
Now Maltz has it on his stick. He's pressured by a multitude of Chippewas. Bordeaux tried to work with it, but Sutherland comes up with it. Passes it forward to Carr. Carr gets it up to LeClaire. LeClaire making moves coming through, has it deflected off of his stick, and then he just loses it altogether. Now coming with it the other way once again is Maltz. Maltz working through, has got Bordeaux to his left side. Maltz trying to work around Chotsko. Chotsko not an easy guy to get around. He is a great defensive player. Now having it on his stick is Nate Allgaier, pushes it back to Dalton Sutherland. Sutherland pushes it forward to Allgaier, but Allgaier did not get on top of this one. The Bulldogs have it once again. Now push forward into Chotsko's skates and won back by Edward Schaefer. Bulldogs have it back inside of the center ice area. Schaefer loses it for a second, then just dumps it down.
Very close to offsides.
Yes, very close, and Alex Egan goes after inside of the corner. Push out to the blue line, quick shot taken, deflected away, and it dies out before it can even reach the goal. Egan getting it once again, trying to work around LeClaire. LeClaire's trying to pressure all over him. Hudson coming up with it for a second. Allgaier trying to dig his stick in there, and Jesko's going after it now.
One thing you have to know about Adrian Gold, they're so deep. Anybody on this team can put the puck in the back of the net better, as well as the best of them. So you got to be careful of every single line that Adrian Gold throws at you.
Chotsko, the lone Chippewa, fighting there in the corner to try and get on top of this puck. His line mate Jesko goes out there to get it as well, and it comes back to Chotsko. Played off of the boards, but kept in by the Bulldogs. Quick shot, and is saved by the glove of Tyler Everlove.
Adrian Gold doing a great job forechecking, keeping the puck in the offensive zone, getting a lot of pressure, a lot of help from the forwards down low. When you trap the puck and the Chippewas only are sending one defenseman, that means they're waiting for somebody to win the puck out, and then they're going to collapse. Adrian Gold does a great job of sending all their forwards in and making sure that they come out with the puck, winning those battles.
Ryan Tyre under center to the right side of Tyler Everlove. One back by the Chips. James Gleason comes up with it and pushes it down to Tyler Carr behind the net. Carr plays it off of the net, has it still, and he's just trying to get this pressure off of him. James Gleason pushing it down to Tyler Carr. Carr pushes it forward, but it's going to be an interception by goal and pushed back by Tyler Carr. Risky situation there as Tyre tries to come the other way, playing it off of the boards.
Stupendous forecheck there from Adrian Gold. Flawless, making the Chippewas force their own mistakes. That's what you got to do to beat this team.
Tyler Carr keeps this one inside of the zone. Tyre just continuously sends it in deeper. 17:07 remaining here in period number 2. Now trying to pressure his Tyre, still trying to be all over the puck. Griselle intercepts this one, trying to get in front of the net. Takes the shot, deflected off the elbow pads. It's bouncing around in front of the net. Griselle, another shot, bouncing over the top of the net. Tyre going after now, centering pass out to James Gleason in the slot. Tyler Carr takes a quick shot, rivets in front of the net, and it's deflected away by the Bulldogs, trying to get a cross-ice pass to center ice now.
Look at that caught Nick Hocker for the Bulldogs right in the leg. He's limping to the bench. That's a tough shot to block.
Nate Griselle coming in on 2-on-2, now turning into a 2-on-3. Slows up, pushes this one front to Cordo. Cordo tried to redirect that one into the net. Now they're working with it in the corner, and Griselle's trying to chase after it. He's got Hyde monitoring as well. Justice Bigelow intercepts this one at center ice and then just pushes it forward for a line change for the Chips. Hyde pressuring once again. And now Justice Bigelow is coming forward to play it against Hull. Push it all the way out for Cody Ferris to come up within the left side circle of the defensive zone. Quick outlet pass to Austin Cole. Not able to work, but it does work as a clearing for the Chippewas, and they're going after it once again.
Got to connect on that stretch pass. Cody Ferris is a great passer, and he knows he missed that one. Next time he'll be ready.
Now it's played forward by Kyle Hyde. He's working to try and get himself in the middle of the ice. Pushes it back out to the speedy Nick Wink. Wink working from the right side circle as his stick all sorts of interfered with, and coming the other way with an hour of the Bulldogs. Trying to push it forward, but Wink got his body in the way. Hyde's getting around over there as well, and now it's played around into the left side of the ice. Kept in by the skate of Hyde, and coming the other way on the stick of Hull on a 1-on-2, turning into a 2-on-1, but Hull goes off. Pushed down to the ice by Cody Ferris with almost no effort was Froats. Justice Bigelow tries to pass this one all the way down to Aaron Grady. That was very optimistic.
That was very poor. Justice Bigelow, he knows if you try that stretch pass, you got to get it off the ice. If anything's on the ice, you know that Adrian Gold's going to pick it right up.
Justice Bigelow and then Cody Ferris combined to send this one all the way down the ice. It will be an icing against the Chippewas. 15-13 remaining here in period number 2. Chips holding on to a 2-1 lead still as we are almost 5 minutes into this second period.
If you're going to try that stretch passing, it's a great idea if you can execute. You have to get that puck in the air. Absolutely, that is job number one. If you can't get that puck up in the air, then you're going to get picked off in the neutral zone easily.
Betts taking a quick shot to the right side of Tyler Everlove. No save necessary. Wink has to get this one away before it's a turnover. Cody Ferris working with it. Lifts up the stick, and now he's coming forward on a 2-on-1. Tried to feed Colsey, but Cole did not have the stick down on the ice. Readily available for Ferris.
That's a great opportunity from Ferris. Just a bouncing puck. Couldn't get to the stick of Austin Cole. Good opportunity. Good stick handling there from Cody Ferris, the defenseman.
Bulldogs come the other way on the shallow side. Bigelow wanted to throw the body against Bordeaux. Not able to do anything there as he had just missed it. Ferris sends it forward now onto the stick of Maltz. Now Zakar has it. Plays it forward to Pischke, trying to work on a one-on-one, trying to make his way through. Great stick work right there, but he's lifted off of his body. Takes a shot anyway, and this one deflects in front of the net. It bounces up and over the top of the netting. Down on the ice is Aaron Grady.
Edward Cleary just saved a goal.
My goodness.
From the Chippewas, diving down a wide open net there from Aaron Grady, and Cleary just dives down. Very tremendous defensive mind there from Cleary, just taking away a goal, a sure goal from the Chippewas.
And a very unselfish play from Clary as well. 2-1, the score remains. Pischke hoping that someday he will finally get a point on the board. Cal Jesko has it now, sends this one through, and he scores! Wow, that's what happens when you put the puck on net. Cal Jesko with the first goal of this second period, 3-1 lead for the Chippewas.
That is tremendous offensive mind. Cal Jesko coming and using the defenseman as a screen, shoots it right through him. Lindgren didn't even see the puck until it was already a couple of feet in front of him, and by that time, he couldn't react quick enough to smother that puck, and it just squeaked under his arm. And that's not completely on Lindgren's fault. That's just a beautiful offensive mind from Cal Jesko, using the defenseman as a screen. Now Chippewas back on a 2-goal lead.
Now Chatsko has it off of the faceoff. Leclerc makes a move and gets past his man, but was not able to keep that puck on his stick. That's a huge goal, and one for Cal Jesko that he's been searching for a long time. Now Nolan Leclerc has it deflected away from him, and Chatsko has to recollect it at center ice. Sent forward for Dalton Sutherland to chase after. Trying to work with it now are the Bulldogs behind their own net. Sutherland coming in to apply a little bit of pressure. Allgaier trying to get his stick in the way, not able to do anything as this one deflects off of the top of the body of Nick Hocker. Now Cal Jesko has it once again, but has a lot of Bulldogs all around him, a scrum of them. Leclerc pushes this one just forward. Bulldogs fighting for it. Do come up with it on the stick of Garen Hull. Hull coming forward with it. He had a 2-on-2, turns into a 2-on-3 for the Chippewas. Deflected off of the glove, and no one's really sure where that one ended up, but it will be a stoppage in play.
That's a huge goal for the Chippewas. Like you said, Gold had done a great job of getting back into this game, fighting through. Very important that you get these Bulldogs frustrated. You can sort of hear a little bit of frustration coming from the Gold bench, but we apologize if anything was picked up on our broadcast. We do have some pretty good mics.
It's a hockey game. That's all it is. James Gleason working with it now, gets it over to Griselle. Griselle wanted to feed Tyre for the outlet pass. Still has it on his stick, and he gets it up to Tyler Carr. Too many T's on this line. James Gleason pushes it forward, intercepted before it can reach Tyre, and now Tyler Carr has it once again. Tyler Carr working with it, gets it off of the boards and gets it down to Cordo. Cordo gets it back to Tyler behind the net, and he sets off the offense once again. Tyler Carr gets this one down to Nate Griselle, deflected away by the Bulldogs. Tyler Carr comes up with it. Ryan Tyre. And Tyre has this one sent up and out past the glass. 12:49 remaining here in period number 2. 3-1 lead for the Chippewas.
Adrian Gold doing a much better job getting back to that game. You got to pressure the defenseman for the Chippewas. You know, every time that Gold has come in and pressured the offense, they've forced turnovers in the offensive zone because the Chippewas defense is so flustered when they feel that forecheck. They don't know what to do with it. They are forced to get rid of it and make a pass they don't want to. You got to keep that forecheck off of your Gold.
This one sent down. Bigelow knocks it down with his hand and gets a little bit of a body thrown against him from Schultz. Now Cordo's trying to throw the body against Waldrop. Waldrop has his stick all sorts of tangled up, and now we're going to have a whistle blown, and it's going to be a penalty. We've got a little bit of a scrum going on here right below us inside of the boards. Gorski is laying right on top of Ryan Tyre. Now they're looking at each other in the face, and they're looking like they want to go.
Ryan Tyre is certainly not the tallest guy on the team, but he's not a guy you want to mess with. He's certainly a very tough player.
It's not in the height, it's in the heart, and Ryan Tyre's got a lot of heart. He's got the necessary essentials for somebody that wants to be a captain, But right now he's going to be getting a little bit of a break and a little bit of a breather sitting in the sin bin.
They're going to send both Gorowski and Ryan Tyre. Both guys going to serve a little bit of time. We're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey. Very exciting, as if this game didn't need any more speed.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, these are two speedy teams. These are two teams that really like to play the kind of game that they like to play, and it's physical, it's fast, it's hockey.
Yeah.
So 4-on-4 has seemed to favor the Chippewas, at least of this tournament, against U of M Flint yesterday, and now we're going to have the face-off to the left side of Tyler Everlove. You know, Ryan Tyre just wanted a chance to talk to his good friend Alex Estes inside of the sin bin.
Oh, yeah.
That's all he wanted. So now face-off, one back by the Bulldogs. Maltz trying to come up on top of it. LeClaire pushes it forward, but over to Hudson. Hudson gets it back to Maltz. Maltz gets it once again to Hudson. Hudson pushes it once again to Maltz. Maltz working with it, leaves it for his buddy Hudson. Hudson fires a shot, deflected away, rebound in front, covered up by LeClaire, and he sends this one all the way down. And that will not result in an icing, as that one is waved off by the refs.
Tyre actually is going to get a 2-minute penalty. Maybe he's getting a 4-minute double minor, just one minor to Gorski. But the Bulldogs are on the power play. This is their third of the day, 1 for 2.
So now pushed over to Hudson inside of the slot, takes the shot, deflected away by the ankle bone of Justice Bigelow, and that'll work as a clear.
That's an A-plus block there
Yes.
from Justice Bigelow, laying down a little kick save. Tyler Everlove, I think he can appreciate that one.
Yeah, I think he actually learned that from his good friend Tyler. I don't know if Justice has played any soccer in his day, but that was a perfect slide tackle. And now coming the other way is Maltz. Maltz working from the left side of the left side circle, trying to get around Bigelow. Bigelow's throwing him against the boards. He's abusing him. They're asking for a penalty on the gold bench. Not going to get that one as Aaron Grady's fighting for this puck on the right side boards. Trying to get this one over to a hole on a one-timer. Not going to do that as Hudson's got it in the slot. Bounces off his stick, and he sends it around behind the net. Cody Ferris comes up on top of it. Bad area in front of the net, but deflected away by a Chippewa stick. And now working with it is Dalton Sutherland. Having it behind the net is Maltz. Maltz wants to find somebody to get this one too. Stick flies up into the air. Puck flies towards the net and sending this one to the right side circle of the Bulldogs. Sending it back over to Betts. Betts fires a shot. Rebound in front. Sent all the way down the ice. Nice defensive play there from the Chips.
20 seconds left on the penalty here for the Chippewas. That's 2 minutes for holding against Tyre.
Ferris throws a body against Betts. Cordo slows up and wants to get on top of this puck, but it is played by Orr. 8 seconds remaining on that penalty against Tyre. Great job right there by Cody Ferris to knock that one away. 3 seconds remaining, and the Chippewas return to full strength. Great penalty kill so far from the Chips.
Yeah, good penalty kill there, especially Gold had a lot of great opportunities, but they're shutting down, playing extremely physical. This is the fastest paced game we've seen all season.
Oh, no doubt about that. We're already at the 10:20 mark of period number 2. 3-1 lead for the Chippewas Stills. This one is kind of knocked down with a high stick. We will get a call. We've kind of been a little bit complacent about that this weekend with the high stick knockdown whistles.
Yes, that was a lacrosse-style block.
Nate Allgaier had a land he had to lift the stick mostly above his head for yesterday with no whistle.
It was impressive.
It was. That was great control and great hand-eye coordination. 10:14 remaining here in the second period. Face off to the left side of Tyler Everlove. Ryan Tyre loses this one back to Spagnol, excuse me. Played inside of the corner now. Ryan Tyre trying to fight for it. He has a body thrown up against him. Now working with it is Maltz behind the net. He wants a goal badly. He is fighting with an ambition right now. He's being abused by Ryan Tyre's stick and body. Now pushed all the way back out to the blue line. Shot fired in front, deflected away. Chippewa is doing a fantastic job blocking shots. Ryan Tyre just sends this one in. Dump and chase now as Cordo goes after it. This line of Tyre, Cordo, and Griselle has been fantastic.
I was just going to say the exact same thing. This line is dominant.
Now Jesko has this one redirected. Chotsko sends it all the way back in. Cordo trying to fight for it. Tries to get it to the left side of the net. And going after it is Griselle once again, but the Bulldogs have it inside their defensive zone now. Pushing this one just out. Kept in, but then sent in by Cordo. Chippewas have to recollect on sides. Hyde chasing after this one. Jesko reserves back to the neutral zone. And Griselle is trying to play the stick all over. Now he's got a 2-on-2 coming the other way. Griselle trying to come into the zone. Works with it, trying to get himself in front of the net, but deflected off of his stick was that puck.
Good defense there by Nick Bordeaux, coming back, back checking and getting the stick out, trying to make life difficult for Nate Griselle.
Hyde sends this one behind the net and going after the Bulldogs in their corner. Sending this one all the way down the ice inside of the neutral zone for James Gleason covering his defensive end. Gleason slows things up and then passes it forward to Cole. Cole pushes it forward to Hyde, and Hyde just sends this one around for Nick Wink to go after.
Austin Cole's play has transformed these last couple of games. He's playing extremely well yesterday, playing a great game today. He's done an excellent job after having a little bit of time to soul search these last couple of weeks.
Absolutely. This is a great response from a great player. This one sent in front of the net, sputtered away by a couple of feet of the Chippewas. Gleason throws a big hit against the boards, or sends this one around, and going after it is Gleason once again.
Tremendous tip in front by Froats, trying to get that puck on net. Got to deflect the puck, try to get something to make Tyler Everlove's job a whole lot more difficult.
Cole tried to push this one forward to Hyde. Hyde never really had possession of it, and now Tyler Carr has it on his stick as he just kind of sends this one in just past the red line for a line change for the Chips. Great almost turnover there, forced by Jason Pischke, knocked down by a hand pass, and play continues for a second before it is finally whistled dead.
An extremely late whistle. Everyone on the ice, even on goal, stopped. They knew that it was a penalty.
Gorski has been all over trying to interfere with these Chippewas and trying to get them flustered.
Even players on Adrian goal knew that it was a hand pass. They stopped playing. They would have had a clear breakaway, and the refs say, well, if everyone knows it's a hand pass, we should probably call it.
Makes their job a lot easier when everyone in the arena knows it.
I will say it was a very sneaky hand pass. Caught it and then threw it behind his back, making it look like he just kind of redirected it.
Yes. Well, can't be doing that. Wrong sport, actually.
Yeah, go play basketball.
There you go. One back by Aaron Grady on the faceoff. Bigelow has it on his stick. He holds for a long time. Back to the faceoff circle. Pushing this one in front of the net, and it's cut up by Lindgren.
Ooh, quick whistle by the
Very
refs. That's a
quick.
loose puck in the crease. Lindgren, a couple of stick jabs from Zach Carr. Had a great game yesterday. A lot of great pressure. Trying to get something on net. Got to be careful. Got to be careful if you're Lindgren. Got to cover that puck.
7:53 remaining here. Face-off, one back by the Chippewas. Pischke pushes out to Bigelow. Bigelow fires this one directly to the corner, and going after it are the Bulldogs, sending this one up high. Outlet pass, and coming in on a breakaway is Hull. Hull pushes this one towards the net. Great defensive play by Cody Ferris to get the leg in front of that one.
Well, what a tremendous stretch pass. Hull made a great pass reception. Got a good offensive chance. Just missed on the pass. Great defense by Cody Ferris.
Chippewa in their defensive zone has improved tenfold from the last period. Bigelow has it on his stick now. He's working all alone. Finally gets the cavalry of Chippewas to come in. Loses it off of his stick, and it's pushed forward by the Bulldogs through the neutral zone. And this one's going all the way down the ice as Grady sends his man down to the ice. Now this one sends him all the way out of here, and that'll be a souvenir puck for anybody.
Very aggressive play from Aaron Grady. That could have easily been called. Had to stick up high down the ice. Went number 16. That's Mitch Bancroft for the Bulldogs.
Pucks are down to the ice.
Should have easily been a penalty against the Chippewas. Aaron Grady very fortunate that there was no call there.
Just got away with that
Yeah.
one. Just got away with
Just a bit tenacious.
a little bit. So anyway, face-off will be to the left side of Tyler Everlove, and both teams will have 5 players on the ice. Nolan LeClaire has this face-off lost as a quick whistle, and we'll redo the face-off. It's deja vu all over again. Betts was ready to fire that one the second it came on his stick. We'll do it all over again. Nolan LeClaire able to cover this one up for a moment, but winning it was Hudson on the faceoff. Hudson sends it back into the corner. LeClaire comes up with it. He's sent down to the ice on a trip. Maybe a little bit of a make-up no call right there.
Yeah.
Betts has it, sends it one off of the short side boards. Egan pushes forward some more, and Chotsko chases after it behind the net. Chotsko gets smothered up a little bit, and Allgaier works with it tenaciously behind inside of the corner. Working with it and trying to get it off of the stick was Allgaier, and going after it are Sutherland and Jesko. Now being sent down to the ice hard by Cal Jesko was a Bulldog, and play resumes as now Jesko has lost the stick.
That's a clear penalty against Bordeaux. He's holding the blade of Cal Jesko. You got to call that.
Puck recovered by the Bulldogs inside of their defensive end, coming through the neutral zone as this one is just sent in by Egan. Jesko just monitors as Chotsko goes back to face off on this one.
Coach Cataline is losing his mind. These refs are not calling a single thing. They're swallowing their whistles. They got to start calling stuff quick or else it's going to get out of hand.
Sutherland using his speed. He's got a one-on-one. Turns around, leaves it for LeClaire. LeClaire in front of the net, takes the shot. Covered up by the lap of Lindgren. Wow.
What a tremendous play. Dalton Sutherland, a great pass from the defense. Great awareness to send the puck back.
Wow.
The puck back to Nolan LeClaire. Gets a great opportunity. These refs are not calling anything. Both coaches are losing their minds on the bench. Every time something happens, Coach Tyler takes off that bright yellow hat.
You don't want to see that.
And he's so frustrated. I don't blame him. These refs need to start calling these penalties on both teams.
Yes, they have to call a fair game. Right now they're letting the boys play, but not in a good way.
No.
There's a good way to call a game and there's a bad way. And right now, I hate to say it, but this is going the latter direction. Ryan Tyre trying to fight for this one right in front of the net. Do the Bulldogs have it? Once again, opportunity fired in front of the net. No one sure where the puck is. Finally sent down in the air. Ryan Tyre comes up with it. Bordeaux's going after once again just off of the blue line. Kept in by the Bulldogs. Sent down for Spagnol. This one in front. Deflected away.
Save.
And Tyler Everlove falls on top of that one. No rebound.
Clary deflects that one out of midair, and Tyler Everlove's got to shut his pillows. Super quick to smother that one. Great save by the veteran senior.
5:34 remaining here in a fast-paced and exciting hockey game. Face-off one back, and Spagnol has it on his stick, gets it down to Maltz. Maltz tried to push that one inside of the slot in an open area, but now Nate Grizel's coming the other way with Richard Cortopassi to his left side. Grizel making moves, getting it in front of the net, fires a shot, deflected away by Lindgren's skate.
What a tremendous move there by Grizel.
Now Grizel has it once again, tries to feed it to Tyre, tries once again, is pushed out to the slot. Open area is recovered by the Bulldogs. They're coming the other way now with speed on the stick of Bordeaux. Bordeaux in front of the net, fires a shot, but had interference all over him from Tyler Carr.
That's
bad no call.
That's a terrible no call. A clear hook on Tyler Carr.
Now push in front. Bordeaux fires a shot, whiffed on it. Another shot in front of the net, scrum in front of the net, sent all the way out of the zone. And going back to chase after it is Max Orr.
That is an atrocious no call on Tyler Carr. That should have been a clear hooking penalty. Unbelievable. These refs are not doing a good job. This is going to get out of hand quick, and the fans are starting to notice it on both teams.
Oh, they're getting livid, and I don't blame them. This is a very poorly called game as of right now. They need to start getting the whistles out of their pockets and put them in their mouth and blow it. Face-off be to the left side of Tyler Everlove. Face-off back by the Bulldogs, and Tyler Carr recovers it and sends it behind the net. Weakly, I should add, there's James Gleason come up with it. Cordo has a stick lifted as this one is sent forward into the neutral zone.
Both teams playing at a very physical level right now, high intensity. They know that this game is getting down to the latter parts of the game.
Well, they're getting frustrated is what they're doing as Everlove flashes the glove and saves this one. They're getting physical because they're just getting frustrated. They're getting a little ticked off that no calls are being called either way.
Well, when you don't have calls, it's sort of a double standard because you're getting frustrated that you're not getting calls for you, but you also know that if they're not calling stuff, be a little more physical. Take advantage of these no calls. Yep. See what you can get away with. Test these referees.
Face off one back by the Chippewas. Colsey has it, tries to leave it forward. It was whiffed off the stick, and now it's on the stick of LeClaire.
Too much stick handling in the Chippewas defensive zone. That is unacceptable.
That's a turnover, but it is offsides there. That one was close as it just came out of the zone.
Great positioning, a great call by the referees. Waltrip tried to keep it in the zone, but just outside Chippewas, you cannot stick handle in your own defensive zone. That is just unacceptable.
You just got to get it out.
That's self-made turnovers. You have to get out of the zone.
They want you to be doing that. They want you to be using the stick moves and being pretty with it. They don't want you to get it out of the zone. Right now, you're just playing into their favor. 4:08 remaining here in period number 2. Still a 3-1 lead for the Chippewas. This one pushed forward on the stick of Nick Wink. Colsey's got it to the left side of the net. Tried to feed Wink. Not able to do so as he dove down to the ice. Now pushed back inside of the corner. Wink's trying to go after once again. Fans want to hold, and Wink's down on the ice now. Colsey's trying to go after. This one's pushed down to an open area for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, another hold there against Adrian Gold, clearly holding the shoulder of Nicholas Wink. He cannot do that, especially when he's facing the boards. That's a dangerous penalty.
Now having it on his stick is Jake Waldrop. Tried to push this one forward, but Cody Ferris is coming the other way with it at center ice. Just sends this one in, and Chippewas will take advantage of a long shift line change. Playing with it behind the net are the Bulldogs, trying to send this one down, but this one's going all the way down. Will not be an icing against the Bulldogs. Sent back for Pischke to work with now, monitors the area and sends it forward. Almost intercepted by Hudson, but Aaron Grady's coming forward with speed and Bigelow to his right side. Now Aaron Grady throwing it in front and being off of his legs was Justice Bigelow. That's not easy to do. He's a big man.
That's still good defense by Ryan Betts. He's a solid defender. That's a dangerous penalty on Cody Ferris. They're not going to call it, but that's a clear knee.
That's how it's been most of the game, and it just continues as the narrative of bad calls continues not to happen.
This officiating is just atrocious.
No, it's terrible. This one's deflected high up into the air, sent in, and Pischke just kind of touched that one up for Ferris to go after behind the net. Fans are getting very antsy and livid as they're waiting for something to be called. These are their sons, these are their boys, and these are their friends out there on the ice. They don't want them to be injured in this kind of dangerous game.
No, and I think it's fans on both teams. Finally, they're going to call something. Someone's going to go to the box for elbowing. Not quite sure who it's going to go against.
Looks like it's going to be against maybe Hudson. Hudson is going into the box now. First penalty called in who knows how long.
Yeah, seriously. It seems like so much has just flown by for these referees. I didn't even see a penalty there, but finally these refs are saying, this is getting out of control. You got to start cracking down and calling everything you can. This is a super important game.
Huge.
Yes.
Humongous. 2:31 remaining here in the second period. Chippewas going on a power play, their second of the day, and the faceoff will be just outside of the offensive zone for the Chips. LeClaire, Allgaier, Sutherland, Tyler Carr, James Gleason. That's a hard shooting line out there.
That's your goal line. That's your goal scoring line. Got to capitalize here on a very important power play with less than 3 minutes here in the second.
Second power play of the day for the Chippewas. They are 1 for 1 on the day. And now coming forward is Nolan LeClaire inside of the neutral zone, loses it off of his stick, tries to recover it, but Bulldogs come up with it once again, sending this one off of the mid-glass, and Tyler Carr has to go back to get it. Tyler Carr behind the net now, sets up the offense once again, and sends it over to James Gleason.
Very important that you get good passing here on this power play, and you can't stick handle. It can't be too fancy in your own zone. You got to get that puck down, got to register some sort of offense, and got to do it quick.
This one works out as an unintentional clear for the Bulldogs, and having it now is Nate Allgaier trying to set things up once again, trying to push it forward to LeClaire. LeClaire does come up with it, and he's still working with it on his stick and skates. And he's at center ice, pushing it forward, but it's pushed back by a good defensive effort there from Hocker. Push forward now. Sutherland not able to touch that one up. Fans want an icing, and they will get it.
It's a good call, not so good stick handling there. Well, good stick handling from Nolan Clare, a little bit unnecessary, trying to get something going. These Chippewas, you can't just stand around and wait for something to happen. You got to move. You got to get yourself open. These Chippewas are looking to capitalize on this offensive opportunity, but you can't stand and wait for someone to give you the puck. You got to skate, get yourself open.
Face off, one back and sent around. Coming up with it now is John Ermetz. He sends it behind the net. Chippewas are able to recover it. They've got 51 seconds remaining on their power play. Gleason trying to push it forward. Outlet pass to LeClaire. LeClaire just kind of kicks that one forward, and going after now is Dalton Sutherland. Sutherland using his speed to try and keep this puck inside of the possession of the Chippewas. Now Tyler Carr's got on his stick. He's skating forward into a middle area, takes a hard shot, deflected away, rebound all the way out to James Gleason.
That's the guy you want taking these good slap shots, good one-timers. Less than 30 seconds remaining in the power play.
Gleason back down to Allgaier. Allgaier fires a shot that goes well over the head of anybody, and it's going to be sent all the way down into the defensive zone of the Chips.
That missed by a couple of feet. Got to get that shot down on net. Coach Tyler said all week, hey, we got to get these shots on goal.
Now push forward for Justice Bigelow to work with. 9 seconds remaining here on the power play for the Chips. Bigelow working inside of the corner, trying to get himself into a favorable position. Pushes it back out to Cody Ferris. Slap shot. Deflected away. Tyler Carr. Ryan Tyer's slap shot. It looked like Tyler Carr with the weight of that slap shot. Now going after his Richard Cortopassi. Penalty is killed off. Sent in front of the net. 23 seconds remaining here in the second. Push forward behind the net. Sent down, and this one will go all the way down. Cody Ferris has to turn on the afterburners if he wants this to be an icing. Just gets that one for an icing call. 13 seconds remaining here in the second period.
Impressive speed there from Daniel Hudson, trying to get some sort of offense generated off the icing. 13 seconds left, time for some team to get some sort of offense generated before the end of this period.
You know, the narrative might remain from the first period to the second period. We're both very impressed by Daniel Hudson's play.
Oh, absolutely.
He has looked
still
fantastic.
Playing very well.
Very well. High level. Ryan Tyer under center now. Face off one back and recovered by the Bulldogs. 10 seconds remaining here in the second period. And the Chippewas are just trying to get one last opportunity here. Grizel comes up with it on his stick. It's deflected away. Teams are just going to go to the locker room with the score remaining what it is. 3-1 lead for the Chippewas. This is an unexpected result. Chippewas playing out of their minds. After a nice first period, first 10 minutes, got them that 2-goal lead. They get one more in the third, hold Adrian Gold to 0 goals. And they're headed to the third period with a 2-goal lead. Getting underway for the third and final frame of hockey here from Crystal Fieldhouse in Flint, Michigan. Chippewas win the faceoff, and they are still holding on to a 2-goal lead. Would love to improve upon that one as Justice Bigelow pushes this one forward for James Gleason to go after. Gleason fires a high shot.
Wow.
Quick flash in the pan by Justin Lindgren.
That could have been a dangerous shot there. James Gleason, a quick turnaround shot going right upstairs. Lindgren flashes the leather.
Faceoff will be to the right side of Lindgren. Has to take a breather after a hard shot like that. LeClaire wins the faceoff, but it is recovered back by the Bulldogs. Pushed forward by Nate Allgaier, and going after it is Dalton Sutherland behind the net. Waiting back was Cody Ferris after coming forward, and coming in with speed is Paul Gorski. Gorski fires a shot, goes well to the left side of the net. And working with it now are the Chippewas on the stick of Cody Ferris. Cody Ferris, by that I mean Nate Algar, sends this one forward for Dalton Sutherland to go after. And Cody Ferris patrols on the blue line. Now going after it is Nolan LeClaire. Sends this one up high, goes well to the high glass, and going after now the Bulldogs as pressure's applied by Nolan LeClaire. Waldrop is coming the other way. He's got two Chippewas to get around. Gets around Ferris, right in front of the net, takes the shot. Oh my goodness, what a save!
Unbelievable. Tyler Everlove, I can't believe that puck did not go in. Unbelievable. I was 99.9% sure that puck was in the back of the net. But Tyler Everlove, as he's done, sorry folks, don't know what happened there.
I don't want it to happen again. That was scary.
That hurt.
That hurt
a lot. We apologize if there was interference on your end. We just had a large buzz in our ears.
So now working with it on the blue line is Nate Grizel. He's coming the other way with it now on a one-on-one. He gets Richard Cortopassi. Cal Jesko gets it fed back to him. Great defensive play there to lift the stick by the Bulldogs. Still trying to fight for it is Cal Jesko, but it's eventually won back by the Bulldogs. Now coming forward is Egan, and he pushes it forward behind the net, going after the Chippewas. Cordo sends this one forward to the center ice area, and it's recovered by Orr. Orr's coming in just offsides.
Schaefer dove across the blue line, trying to be safe, but he was called out by the umpire.
That's a tough one.
Baseball reference.
Wow, well, that's the second one in 2 days. You don't even like baseball.
I hate baseball.
Happens.
That's why I got a job with the Lansing Lugnuts.
That's just to spite yourself. That'll show you. Keep yourself humble, maybe even.
I got to diversify myself.
Yes, exactly. Cal Jesko has it behind the net now, and he diversifies this pass over to Aaron Grady.
I don't think that's the proper use of that word.
Chotsko pushes this one forward, and Nick Wink's going after it, and this one will go down for an icing.
Kyle Hyde clearly won that battle.
Photo finish. Show him.
It even seemed like Nick Wig tipped that puck mid-air across the red line. Great individual effort from Kyle Hyde, but just a bad break.
18:03 remaining here in period number 3. Face-off, for some reason, is to the right side of Tyler Everlove. Face-off one back by Kyle Hyde. That'll kind of retribute it as Chotsko's got on his stick now and pushes it over to James Gleason, but it's intercepted by the Bulldogs. Now it's pushed away by the skate of Chotsko. He's trying to get it off of the stick of Clary. Now to the left side of the net, right in front of the net. Closing the legs quickly was Everlove there to make the save, and keeping it on his stick was Cole to get it out of the zone.
Good save there, Tyler Everlove. He's been fantastic this third period so far.
Nothing short of it. As coming through now was Clary just dumping that one in. 17:33 remaining here now, and coming the other way is James Gleason. Pushes this one off of the boards. Interesting move right there, and coming the other way with it are the Bulldogs inside of their own defensive zone. Trying to move out of their zone now, and just avoiding a big hit from Aaron Grady. But coming the other way is Nick Hawker. Has this one deflected off the body of James Gleason, keeping inside of the zone, but now coming out with it is Aaron Grady, pushing it to Pischke.
Grady really let up on a big hit opportunity. Could have really smoked him as down goes the ice. The ice is slippery over there, bud.
Yes, it's a little slick. And now taking a quick shot. Hawker deflected off the glove, rebound in front, taking the shot to the right side of the net. Disappointed fans all around from Adrian. They are wanting a goal. They want their Bulldogs back in this game. Push to the left side of the net, now inside of the corner. Fighting for it in the corner, trying to dig it out with their shovels are both teams. Pushing this one to the front of the net, deflected away by James Gleason. Great backhander to get that one out of there.
Chippewas real struggling to get the puck out of the zone. Good forecheck here from Gold.
Gleason just slows things up and sends this one down, and this one will go down for an icing, no doubt about it.
Yeah, James Gleason didn't really have anyone to get the puck to. Zach Carr could have cut towards the center, giving James Gleason more of an open opportunity. But James Gleason just forced to dump it down, and Chippewas are going to have to regroup now. Tired line out there for the Chippewas. Aaron Grady and Jason Pischke and Zach Carr, they've been out there for forever.
Oh, yes. They have been logging a lot of ice time tonight. And they're definitely going to be hanging up the skates after tonight and rubbing the feet to try and cool down a little bit. And now going after inside of the ice area, at least inside the center ice of the offensive zone, were the Bulldogs. But Zach Carr sends this one down. It bounced off of the very high glass. And this one will go down for an icing again.
That doesn't help him either, as now this line still stays out on the ice. They're enforcing the you can't change on the icing rule. as the fans would kindly like to remind.
Yes, in case you weren't aware what an icing actually meant.
Yeah.
Pischke's saying, get out here, I need a break. And Dalton Sutherland comes out. 16.
Jason Pischke sneakily gets off the ice. He was not out there for the icing, and he gets some much-needed rest.
That works. Scrum in front of the net now, trying to fall on top of it is Everlove. Quick whistle, but the puck was to the right side of the net and still alive.
That's a huge save there for Tyler Everlove. Good whistle blown. Tyler Everlove's not happy. He's barking there at Aaron Grady saying, hey, guys got to help me out here. Chippewa's getting a much-needed change.
Yes, humongous. Get your breath, get your water, get what you need. Make sure you're ready for your next shift. You were out there for a long time, boys. 16:03 remaining here in the third period. Now coming up with it is Nate Allgaier. Allgaier, quick pass shot over there to Dalton Sutherland, and going after inside of the corner is Lindgren. Risky opportunity right there, and losing it back. Dalton Sutherland had it for a second side, the left side circle, still trying to work with it. Allgaier trying to keep it in, just kept in by Dalton Sutherland. Getting it over to LeClaire.
Oh,
LeClaire
man.
has that one sent away from his stick.
Amazing stick work there from Dalton Sutherland. Good job keeping it into the zone.
Nate Allgaier sent that one to the left side of the net. Dalton Sutherland was a big optimist there as he hoped that putting his stick out there would hopefully send it more towards the goal. Nothing doing. Now coming the other way with it on his stick is Matt Froats, sending this one in front of the net. Rebound from Everlove, but only one Bulldog there to try and recover it.
Great defense by Cody Ferris. They're trying to put the puck in the back, and that was Jacob Waltrip trying to get something started.
Nolan LeClaire, quick shot, just bounces away, trying to get it back down to Allgaier now. Allgaier has this one sent away, and Schaefer sends it forward, but kept in by Allgaier. Sends it into the corner, and this line will go off for a shift change.
Good shift for the gold line. A lot of pressure, good opportunities, but you still got to capitalize on those chances.
You have a line that is playing absolutely fantastic back out on the ice now. You've got Cody Ferris, Mike Chatsko, and then Tyre, Cordo, and Griselle. High-scoring line thus far from this team.
They've been the power line for the Chippewas today.
They've been the difference in this game as well. And now Chatsko digs it out of the corner, and he's still trying to get it outside of this defensive zone. Griselle shakes off a hit, and Chatsko and Griselle are chasing right next to each other. Now Chatsko leaves it back for Tyre. Tyre gets it forward to Cordo. Cordo working with it behind the net, trying to get inside of the slot. Griselle having it in front of the slot and just sent away by the Bulldogs.
Good opportunity, good patience there from Richard Cortopassi going below the goal line, trying to find somebody. Bulldogs all over the ice, gets it into the slot. Captain Mike Chatsko tries to get in. The backup goalie gloves that one as it goes out of play.
And that's an out. That's
He's
a nice
out.
save right there.
A lot of baseball references.
That's why you bring the glove to the game, boys.
I don't like it. Let's keep it to hockey, the faster game.
Hey, as winter ends and spring starts, it's only
Don't remind me. But that means that playoff hockey is right around the corner.
Hey, she's here right now. I know what you meant, though. Face-off one back by the Chippewas. Gleason fires a shot and absorbed by Lindgren. That's a fast shot.
Tremendous pass there from Cole. Gets the face-off, gets the win, throws it back to your all-star, your all-conference nomination, James Gleason. He puts it on net.
Face-off once again to the right side of Lindgren. One back by the Chippewas, but the Bulldogs come up on top of it as Maltz is coming the other way. He's been kept mostly silent through this game, and he wants to get his name on the board. Now going after it. 223s going up against each other. Now Nick Wink has it. 23 is a good number for these two teams.
I guess so.
Gleason and Maltz. Now Gleason has it on his stick. Sends it around and tries to get it up to Richard Cortopassi. He checked that that's Austin Cole. And Kyle Hyde sends his man Betts hard down to the ice. Cole now working with it. Takes a shot wide of the net. Wink going after it. Wink comes up on top of it. Passes it down to Hyde. Hyde in front of the net. Takes a shot. Right side of the net. Right in front of the net from Austin Cole. Deflected away by the Bulldogs. And coming the other way is Bordeaux.
Good play there and by Austin Cole. Nobody in the high slot to put that one in the back for the Chippewas.
Austin Cole had it for a second. Lost it. Now coming through are the Bulldogs. In front of the net. Deflected away. And Nick Wink has it on his stick. Playing it off the boards. And it's kicked away by the ref. Wink saying, get out of the way, Stripes. Sending this one down and going after it is Cody Ferris. 13:07 remaining here in period number 3. Bancroft has it, sends this one all the way down, and that'll be an icing against the Bulldogs as most of their team was still inside of their defensive end.
Very high-paced game, right where we left off after the intermission. Both teams are, oh goodness. It's a very passionate fans. It's a very passionate fans here at Crystal Fieldhouse. Apparently not satisfied with the Stripes production.
Bulldogs travel well as well.
Oh, absolutely.
We're surrounded by Adrian Bulldogs.
It's a little scary.
A little bit.
We got to be careful.
I'm not ready for this. Now coming forward is Maltz on his stick, has this one deflected away, and that could have been an offsides call as possession was had by Zach Carr. He's coming through now, just bounces this one up, and he's sent down hard to the ice. Whistle is blown, and Carr wants an explanation as to why that wasn't interference.
The ref didn't put up his hand, but, you know, playing that, there's a certain buffer. After a forward dumps the puck in that the defenseman is allowed to have contact on the forward, it seemed like it was right on the edge. Very interested as to why that wasn't called, but I understand the no call.
Puck sent in now and going after to Zach Carr. Still not happy. He throws a big shoulder.
A little retribution.
A little bit.
Oh, come on.
They're going to call that one an elbowing against Zach Carr. He's going to go to the box. You can't win.
That is unbelievable.
When you're a Carr brother, you can't win with the refs. That's how it goes.
That is not a good call. That's just not a great penalty either to take if you're Zach Carr, and he's not happy at all, as he should be. Got to keep it under control, though. You can't get any extra time on that clock. All you can do for the Chippewas now is you got to kill off this very important penalty. 12 remaining in the game.
One of the top 77 power play units in the country are the Bulldogs. 0 for 1 on the day so far. Hudson's got it back on his stick. Check that they're 1 for 2 on the day, actually. And going after it is Hudson.
1 for 3.
1 for 3, that's right. Thank you. Nate Algar going after it.
Statistician looked that one up.
Oh, yeah. The good old research team.
Yeah.
Always useful. Hole's working through it in the center ice area now, trying to come in. Pass it up to Maltz. Maltz trying to make his way through, getting himself in front of the net, but pushed off that puck by Cody Ferris. Now where Metz has it, pushing it back over, trying to get it down to Hudson. Hudson pushes this one down, and going after it in the corner was Alexander Egan. This one's nearly sent out, but kept in by the Bulldogs. Sent cross ice, or Metz not able to come up with that one. He would have had a great open area to shoot from, had he been able to keep that one down. Working with it now is Garen Hole. Hole sends this one to a wide open area on the blue line. Taking a shot was Hudson, passing it back down. Back to Ermetz. Ermetz, the shot blocked away. Great unselfish effort there by Justice Bigelow as this one is sent all the way down the ice. Now it's bouncing in front. Line change there for the Chippewas. 52 seconds remaining on this penalty kill for CMU. Betts getting this one forward, and working against him are the Chippewas down there on the shallow side boards. Pushing this one all the way down. That'll work as a clearing again for the Chippewas. Penalty kill's looking very sharp right now. It's
looking tremendous. They're limiting Adrian Gold's scoring opportunities. Good job pressuring the shooters the second they get to the puck.
Cordo sends this one off. Great defensive stick work right there to send it back down. 27 seconds remaining. Now rekindling behind the net and trying to come forward with the offense are the Bulldogs on the stick of Betts. Betsy's got Schaefer to his right side, sends a shot in himself, rebound in front, and coming out of the net riskily was Tyler Everlove. Betts takes another shot, deflected away, and sent all the way down by Richard Cortopassi. Chippewas are going to kill off their third penalty of the day and go 1 for 4. Will the Bulldogs.
A+ penalty kill there for the Chippewas. Great job. The second they get the puck, they send it out of the zone. That's exactly what you want from your team.
Grimshaw coming through now. He's got nothing but maroon and gold all around him. Jesko takes an elbow to the shin bone. No call right there. That looked almost more evident than Zach Carr's, but I mean, that's the name of the game sometimes.
That's a good physical hit there for 22. That's Tyler Grimshaw. One of your premier goal scorers getting a little into the dirty areas of the ice.
Hocker goes down on the ice, and now having it behind the net was a Bulldog, but the whistle is blown. Stoppage in play with 10:02 remaining here in period number 3. 3-1 lead for the Chips still.
Not sure why that whistle was called. Maybe the puck was brought on offsides. It looks like that's what's going to be called.
Face-off will be just outside of the Bulldogs' offensive zone. Kyle Hyde under center. Face-off won back by the Bulldogs and sent in by Millen.
Halfway through this third period.
Huge. 2-1 lead, or 3-1 lead still. 2-goal lead. Chippewas. Coming out with it now is Kyle Hyde, pushing it forward. Nick Wink has this one bounce up and away, and then he gets a little bit of a screen from Spagnol.
Oh, come on. That is ridiculous. A clear hooking penalty on Nick Wink as he was trying to get in the zone. The refs don't do anything about it. That's absurd.
Tyler Carr working with this one, hitting it off of the high glass and going after it is Kyle Hyde. This one will go down for an icing.
That's a joke.
Oh,
a clear hooking. Nick Wink went down to the ice. He would have had a breakaway, but a bad penalty, no call on the refs. That's unbelievable. I can't believe you can't call that. He falls to the ice. The stick, I feel like the hooking is the easiest penalty in hockey to see because clearly the stick is in
hooked
the
around.
chest. It's very hard not to call a hooking penalty, and that was as blatant as a hooking penalty as we've seen all day. Terrible no call.
Well,
Terrible.
9:26 remaining. The faceoff is back inside of the Chippewas zone, and now playing with it at almost an impromptu power play, still on the 5-on-5, but all over this puck are the Bulldogs coming out with speed now after getting this puck inside of their own offensive zone. Millen not able to keep this one in. It's going all the way down the ice once again. Not going to be down for an icing, as that one did not have enough mustard on it to get all the way down. Spagnol coming the other way with it now, and Nolan LeClaire trying to catch up to him.
Good
nice
hit there by
shoulder
LeClaire.
right there.
Great
Good
back check. Tremendous back check by the speedy goal scorer.
Dalton Sutherland held up a little bit, and now Justice Bigelow has it to his left side. Has to make a move right there, and finally as he falls down to the ice, deflects that one away right in front of the net. Dalton Sutherland had to be a little risky with that one and gets it out of there. Deflected oddly off of the glass and somehow finds his way to center ice. Justice Bigelow just tapped that one out, tried to get it off of the stick, and Scholes is coming down with it. Bigelow sends his man down to the ice. That one goes right in front of Everlove and then just goes to the left of him.
He's a one-man wrecking crew, Justice Bigelow. He's a man on a mission. He's not going to be bullied around here in the remaining parts of this third period.
Nolan LeClaire going after it in the corner now and then just wades off. Nate Allgaier gets a stick on this one. Coming the other way, trying to at least, was Kyle Scholes, but Cody Ferris got the stick up. Betts working with it, sends this one in, and Nate Allgaier will be able to collect that one and get the Chippewas restarted. Nolan LeClaire pushes it forward, and Dalton Sutherland's trying to bring in his speed. Not able to do so as that one had been cut off by Jordan Ruley. Now push forward, try to be knocked down with a hand, but instead Justice Bigelow will go after it. Bigelow is shouldered hard by Nick Bordeaux, and going after it in the corner are the Bulldogs and the Chippewas. Coming out is Dalton Sutherland to try and get on top of this one. The goal line has been out there for a long time, and Sutherland finally comes off. Grizel's back out there now with his players of Cordo and Tyre, and this one's sent out of the zone. Now coming in at center ice with it was Max Orr. Working with it, and now Nate Grizel can't pick it up cleanly. That would have been a good break off for the Chippewas as this one is sent down past the backboards. Losing the puck on his stick right there was Max Orr. McIntyre tried to confuse him a little bit more. Now Nate Grizel is trying to get his stick interfered with there as it's pushed out forward now. We've got numbers coming the other way with Max Orr. Bordeaux takes a shot. That one was right into the glove of Tyler Everlove. Not
a very difficult save there for Tyler Everlove. Just flashes the leather. Bordeaux tries to put it right up under the crossbar, but Tyler Everlove, he's a big goalie. He covers a big span of that net. Very difficult to get those quick shots from the outside on him, especially up high.
7:05 left here in the third period. Face-off one back, really by nobody, as that one had players scrumming all over it. Knocked down and recovered by Bancroft, not on a hand pass. And this one is sent through the neutral zone, recovered by the Bulldogs. Bancroft has it and sends this one in weakly. Going after it is Cal Jesko, working around behind the net and setting the offense up once again. Jesko makes a little bit of a dipsy-doodle move and sends it forward for Bancroft to go after. Now around behind the net, Jesko trying to get on top of it once again, just pushes it forward. Grizel to chase after it now. Grizel gets it on his stick and coming forward and then losing it where the Chippewas. Now the Bulldogs have it inside of the slot, but great defensive move there by Nate Grizel to get the stick on that puck.
A lot of players for the Chippewas diving down, sacrificing their body to knock the puck away. Great to see from the Chippewas.
Bancroft has this one right inside of the area of the slot, deflected away, another rebound, a shot, another save. No one really able to get on top of this one, cleanly sent around behind the net. Missed opportunities there from the Bulldogs.
A+ shot blocking there from the Chippewas, getting in the shooting lanes, laying down the body, get some blacks and get some bruises. It's going to look a heck of a lot better than a goal.
Absolutely. 5:56 remaining. This puck is being covered up completely behind the net, and they're finally just going to blow the whistle and break up this dog pile.
Whew. Exciting finish. If you ask for excitement, you're getting it.
Oh, yeah. This game has been nothing short of worth the admission price. Full, fresh lines out for both teams now. 5:50 left here in this game. 3-1 lead for the Chippewas still. They are shining in the brightest moment when the spotlight is on them.
You know, this has not been a very pretty game for either teams by any stretch of the imagination, but this has been a black and blue game, a very physical game. Exactly the type of game you wanted to see from these Chippewas, and now we got a break.
James Gleason passed it up to Jason Pischke. Pischke takes the shot, and this one goes out of Crystal Fieldhouse. Finally comes back down to earth. Pischke cannot win with getting a goal.
That's a good shot. You still good puck movement, James Gleason. Defenseman fell down. Pischke had a good break. Got a good opportunity, good speed. just missing that shot, but Pischke very, very, very close. He's so close. Every single game he gets closer and closer.
Grady under center gets the Pischke. Pischke gets it over to James Gleason. Gleason has a shot that just kind of sputters towards the front of the net. Pischke is trying to fight to get on top of that one, but now coming the other way is Grimshaw. Grimshaw coming in. He's facing 22 against 22. Easy save right there from Tyler Everlove.
Zakhar and Hermes getting into it a little bit. Can't have Zakhar go back to the box.
No.
Could have been called there for hooking down low. Hermes was certainly complaining to the referees, and if you stand there and hold your hands up and look like you're innocent, most times you're not going to get the call.
Yeah.
Got to be completely honest.
More times than not.
Yeah.
Face off under center, and it was kind of just scrummed up. Adrian finally does come up with it. They're fighting for it in the corner once again. No one really able to come up with possession right here. Bulldogs finally find it on their stick. Passing it forward, right side of the slot, and they score! What a shot! Shallow side where Everlove was, and Jordan Ruley gets the Bulldogs back in this game.
Great play, winning the battles in the corner, throwing it right up in the high slot. Jordan really shoots it right up over the glove of Tyler Everlove. That's a big goal for the Bulldogs, and it's a one-goal game with 5 minutes left in this game.
You want
Huge goal there by
finishes?
Ruley.
You're getting an exciting finish right now. Jordan Ruley, he's only played, 15 goals. That's only his third goal of the season. Biggest one of his career thus far, I'd have to think. At least this season. Now coming out with it, trying to push it out of the Chippewas. Kaya Hyde sends this one just forward. That one could go down for an icing, and it will, as that one was just on the wrong side of the center ice line.
What better time for Gold to get a goal than right there? Central has been doing a great job of blocking all the shots that they can get on net. And when it seemed like Adrian Gold could not shot on net, they sneak one by and it goes right upstairs. Jordan Ruley, what a rocket of a shot. Great placement, too.
Face-off one back by the Bulldogs and sent forward. Justice Bigelow working with it now. Getting it forward to Nick Wink. Wink loses this one. Bad turnover. Over to Maltz. Maltz takes a shot kicked away by Tyler Everlove.
Terrible turnover by Nicholas Wink. You cannot be passive in this game. You have to be urgent. You can't make passive decisions. You have to make everything you possibly can. And now Coach Tyler wants a timeout.
After another sync from his boys in maroon, and after a big goal like that for Adrian College, timeout is just what the doctor ordered.
It's time to bear down. You got to refocus the troops. Still up by one, but a one-goal lead is very dangerous, especially in this type of environment, a playoff game where tensions are high. Now it's about smart hockey for the Chippewas.
Yes,
you can't turn the puck over, and that's what Tyler's telling his guys right now. Guys, you can't make these passive decisions. You can't just sit around and wait. You have to stay aggressive. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, when you're on the defense, you have to be playing, passive. Sit back and let the other team come to you and defend them." No, you have to continue your attack.
If you're stepping on their neck, push the foot down and break it. Sure, they may have gotten a little bit of air right there and maybe even gotten a punch in on you, but you got to continue doing what was winning you this game through almost 60 minutes of play.
I know that this is going to be a little bit of a cliche reference, but think about 1980 Olympics.
Oh, boy.
The United States, you know that if you are up by one goal, you have to continue your pressure. Keep going. You can't sit back or else the other team is going to beat you.
Adrian takes the shots deflected away, probably by another Gold player. Getting this one in front, taking the shot deflected to the right side of the net, and now down on the ice is a Bulldog. Coming up with it was trying to be Ruley. LeClaire sends it back into the corner. They got to get this puck out of the zone because Bulldogs are bringing a lot of pressure on net right now.
Well, they're back into this game. They're motivated. They know that all they need is one more, and this game is tied.
Trying to dig this one out now are the Chippewas and sending this one forward and just outside of the offensive zone. That's big. Ruley's still out there. Justice Bigelow has it on his stick now. We are at about 4 minutes left here in the game. Bad turnover as Maltz has it on his stick. Great defensive move right there by the Chippewas.
You cannot stick handle in your own zone. At this point, it's unacceptable. If you turn that puck over like you just do, that leads to a break. You just gave the puck up to an all-conference player, Miles Maltz, right there, who can put the puck in the back of the net better than anybody else in the conference. Turnovers in your own zone by stick handling, trying to make something out of nothing, is unacceptable, especially at this point in the game.
3:52 remaining. It's a one-goal lead, and the Maroon and Gold are getting tense here at Crystal Fieldhouse. Adrian is bringing it on as this one is sent out by Nate Algar, and he immediately goes off for a line change. That one won't go down for an icing as it just did not have enough. And now bringing it in is Justice Bigelow getting back up on his feet. And a numbers advantage for the Chippewas, getting it over to Ryan Tyler, but not able to get a great pass off was Justice Bigelow.
Not a tremendous pass, but still a good opportunity. He's fighting hard, Justice Bigelow. He's got a lot of intensity right now. Love to see that from the big man.
Bigelow fighting, whether he's on his skates, on his knees, or on his stomach. He knows that he wants to win this game, and he wants to be in Grand Rapids on the final weekend of February. Now working with it are the Chippewas. Mike Chotsko's bringing it out with 3:10 remaining here in this game. Chotsko just pushes this one forward for a dump and chase to go after. Chotsko goes to the right side, and Grizel's monitoring from the left. Now bringing it forward is Max Orr, intercepted by Ryan Tyre. Grizel just touches that one up, and going back to get it once again is Mitch Bancroft. Just killing valuable time here. Now behind the net once again, Grizel pressuring. Richard Cortopassi there as Ryan Tyre just touches this one up. The more time that they have to spend inside of their defensive zone, the better for the Chippewas.
Absolutely. Keep that forecheck. Great job so far. This Chippewa line's been the star today.
Now Max Orr's bringing it in, drops it back. Too heavy right there.
That's a terrible pass.
Oh, man.
You just killed off your offense right there.
Now Ermex coming in, deflected away. Chippewas come up with it once again with 2:30 here. Richard Cortopassi has it behind the net. Sending it just inside of the offensive zone still. All of the Chippewas are up off the bench. They're wondering how that one was not a. Now working around it behind the net. 2:11 remaining here. Quick shot put in front of the net by Ermetz. Tyler Everlove falling down to the ice to get on top of this one. He's got a monitor. He's got Chippewas all around him. Getting this one inside of the slot. Firing a shot on net. Inside of the slot. And a beautiful save right there. Ermetz is going to be having nightmares about that shot.
Ermetz cannot believe that he just missed. He had the entire upstairs of the net wide open. Tyler Everlove down on the ice. My goodness, what a break for the Chippewas.
So much adrenaline runs through the body of a player when they have that much space. He choked right there. Straight up, he blew and he sent one all the way to the rafters.
Couldn't tell if that one just went off his stick or was deflected, but good play from the Chippewas. A big missed opportunity there from Gold.
Chippewas are going to be thanking their lucky stars.
Absolutely.
2 minutes exactly remaining here now as that one just was kept in. Questionable right there. James Gleason going after it. Dalton Sutherland's going to chase after it. Sutherland, and this one's going back for James Gleason. Gleason directing the traffic right now. Sent over cross ice and trying to get it to Ermetz, trying to get him another chance. He just dumps this one into the corner. This one put inside of the slot for a possible one-timer, but Nate Allgaier lifts the stick and he's coming the other way.
Got to get the puck deep in Adrian Gold's zone. He just flares it in. That's not going to be enough.
Dalton Sutherland waits for Nolan Leclerc to get on sides, and now he's working all alone, and he just dumps this one in smartly.
Smart play from the freshman, knowing that he's not going to get a good shot opportunity. Just dump it in and change, get some fresh legs out there. Just over a minute to go in this game.
Maltz coming in now, making moves, trying to get to the front of the net. Nearly redirected in as a player falls on top of Tyler Everlove. That's Edward Clary. Time stops, and we have a $1:14 remaining.
It's going to be a penalty here. Interference against the Chippewas as Clary was sent into Tyler Everlove. I think it was Cody Ferris. That's a good call for the officials. Cody Ferris pushing Clary into the net. Fortunately, Tyler Everlove's okay, but with 1:14 left in this game, man, it is crunch time here. You have the power play for the remaining of this game. You're the Bulldogs. You absolutely got to take advantage of this. If I'm the coach of the Bulldogs right now, not a bad time for a timeout. Regroup the troops, kind of get their mindset, strategize.
This is a huge moment. They're getting a 5-on-4 for the rest of this game.
And they are going to call a timeout.
That's smart. I agree with that decision from Max Gavin.
You got to strategize. Get your boys, get some sort of system. You got to be organized, structured, move the puck, spread out the Chippewa defense and get some sort of pressure, and you got to get those good shots. Pressure in front of the net, make Tyler Everlove's job very difficult. He's been staying on his head today.
All right.
Absolutely tremendous.
You're on the bench right now with Coach Gavin. What's he saying?
Guys, spread the puck out. You got to move the puck. Tape-to-tape passes, quick passes. Make the Chippewas move laterally. Because if you make them move, you're on the power play for the rest of the game. You have that man advantage. Quick passes, structure, move it, cycle it around the point, and then get pressure in front of Tyler Everlove. You got to get quick shots from the point, make Tyler Everlove's job difficult. And if I am Coach Cataline on the Chippewas bench, guys, you got to be smart. Mm-hmm. You can't, any chance you get the puck out of the zone.
You can clear it now.
Any chance you get, don't stick handle, don't try anything fancy, you just got to dump it. Anything to get the puck and high and off the glass. High off the glass, because anything down the middle has the opportunity to be picked off.
How long do you wait before you pull the goalie?
I would wait until you get some sort of, you get possession. you can't do it right away because if CMU wins the face-off, they can just dump it down because there's no icing. They can dump it down at any point. So I would wait till you get a little bit of pressure. Right now, Lindgren is at the top of the circle.
Yes.
So he knows the second that Gold gets some sort of possession, he's going right to the bench, and it's going to be a 6-on-4 for the Bull Devils. Bulldogs.
Bull Devils. Power play for the rest of the period as this one is sent down.
That's exactly why you wait.
Great job by Aaron Grady.
Bad block. The referee got in the way. Just over a minute here remaining in the game. Let's go, baby.
Bringing in is Hudson. Gets it back out to the line to Egan. Egan pushes it over. Now we've got extra man on the ice for the Bulldogs. Power play 6-on-4 for the rest of this game unless they can tie it up. Hudson's got it once again. Scored the first goal of the game. Gets it back down for John Ermetz. Gets it to Hudson. Hudson takes a shot. Goes to the left side. Looked like that one went to the back of the net. Hudson gets it back again. Gets it back over to Ermetz. Ermetz gets it back down to the left side circle, passing it back over to Ermetz. Ermetz falls down to the ice. Hudson puts a shot right in front of the net. It's somewhere inside of there. Another shot, quick one to the left side of the net. And going after it is Tyler Carr. Going after it now is Hudson from outside of the right side circle. 20 seconds remaining here in the game. And going after it is Garen Hull.
Miles Maltz just missed a wide open net.
Going after it around behind the net of the Bulldogs, trying to get it out to Hudson. Hudson with 15 seconds, whiffs on a shot, gets it back down to Ermetz. 12 seconds remaining. Ermetz wins the shot, takes it, bouncer in front of the net, deflected away. This one's sent out of the zone, and the Chippewas are going to Grand Rapids. They have won the quarterfinal, and they will be taking on the University of Oakland on February 26th in their first year in the MCHC. What a finish!
Unbelievable.